Yo, Obi Medase. Empa. I'll pay, I think around 11:15 more. The petition. I'll come IGPR. And Munsum, DC, Akutia, Dano, Banadano. Any penny, and I say, Papa, so for Azoka. And the Inya Abdul Wahab, no, communication officer, NDC, a Bokan off. Or more, so maybe on Madame, the election, and so in the Yamra Quanso, and Omofaya, Omo, a cancer be to Omo the threatened, Nipa can say, a party anymore. Minority leader, Honorable Apenyo Markins, national organizer, Hebben and Abachi, then the Honorable Odotobri Bank, deputy, my minority chief whip, or more me and say, and no more he show more. Now more he almost say, move. Sadi with Yamra will be. Well, we are lawyer now at all. So, I say me will be criminal behavior, Tiambra, and I didn't see a name on my say, not police fortune. Yadi and some war, my advice in me. Now will be effectively as I born as someone, not police fortune. But I'm going to man your own way, and I'm with Jayama so far as Oka. On the number, if we want for the rest of the day, I could be chilling. And this is for a decide when they win the election. And say, police for no report to my IGPR. Yeah, dear, as a party, they are Tom Crataso. Nanya Crata and Uncle. The pen drive, Eka once, I video here, a mono, your born the passum. I want you will be ashay. Yadi sa a war the penny. I want you will be ashay. No, yet they come home, they come IGP also now on your investigation. Now investigation on making sure say or them run the bay to on making sure so say the public no. I say in Ghana for Yano, ebe who they are all your brain or brain. Say issue ya their brainy or you see we do I say until say the appropriate thing will be done. Na obi ehunu say subaya o modality and yes subaya as I say ye makwan ma ekoso away democracy nti no kre ye the petition o eko ya no pay na IGP so or ya dom ati me dru hono nam say o si from or a committee bi to kache so ni ADB na o dra ne chen ona ye ne bibia ma no nti yamfa ma no na ye de ma no nti di ne chi eko no office and make sure say or file amano and I see from the exact one so the IGPS say only brain so krano on my make a cra my team komo concerning petition to me no ka say the IGP ending petition wasam of course there amano I say formally no ya submit ama Ghana police.
Okay, essentially no more calling on police force or munyenshishimo na if possible some arrests should be effected, right?
Based on the outcome of the investigation, yes.
Okay. And from what you've seen on the video, said based on the outcomes of the investigation, it's about say police for your investigation, you know, because they have established really there was really nothing wrong in videos or more. That will come as a surprise to you, right?
Obi, I deal with the said any daho. When you show the IGP, there is a conclusion. They are hard to the party as a beer on the transfer. Someone young way to buy. Now, a young way to my better on ye. And the debate 4 years ago, yeah, now as a yapon. And Tinama at the Sedia de Tune in Nimono, Brano. Oma Ghana for investigation the Ekokudru, the Oyafa home. And the principal request today is on investigating now on prosecuting based on the who say a criminal behavior. If you take at 29 we a plain offense nyafina as a yedo kotra bebina yehuku asuma as well and I say who go this one as well who say we there ko ente yenyina yehu but ade wo mo no is police for no on baka say investigation maybe twe mo na me council be about 30 minutes ago our program about push am ka say word about Ghana ha ya overflow pa ya investigation. Assembly by need a okra see a investigation. I who said the echo by the and no one says or Casa was messy 1 year see a investigation. But yes, friend say almost investigation or Ghana for your pay update.
Okay.
Na who say almost your wage one I could say only have one bomb because Yanya Sanoa Bema Sadi we Aqua Bibia or naturally a transfer Yanya Hoshe, okay, I break of brutality say a course.
Sure.
And yesterday, sorry, I no good so yet, Kaya Kanwa, and Kazani by 80 in some mobile 80 Konampono. Yeah, I'm from Uncle Jina baby, and Kazo, Munko sisters, and Amon Coffee. Obi Osha, any idea, Bobo Beer, says Suban we being Koyenu baby abu. Because sister house, obey Chiakura for the baby. But then can I just think a court, no? The punishment to be a bro, a agent as yes so. Now I'm not Obia who says, ah, yeah, go for ya, Mamuko Mube say, no option of Gutierskabia. As a canon says, you'll be Chiane, 1 billion a year. Na wakasa wodwene ho achenana onya obi se oba beto abana wo ko butubutu na so ko bona suma na te wa wo jejereje but punishment here by obi and yet yeah deter enough.
Okay.
And yes in this case no we want to see says as a country no obi yeah yes serious pa say electoral violence we see no say a banisa no ye call by elections tension be any hope you would do election brabia na Ghana na hitaba na obia esu instead they say Ghana for benya sa abotoyemo no and now say the peace of mind omo de process various political campaign messages no maka say we na beboa Ghana nti ye beto ama we na mwa Ghana sie ntuma we no dey bi yenya sa adaje no na ayem share na konye yenye na bia koto bibiri na beja ye nkoto ye trafi akwetia de ba yi sai hune yi so far as oka sa wo tinne mu hune ankofo menya we amekunu no ene ma manfo amba meto aba so enti se be so sa nyo me ya no a na be free say obi ye ne ye che no a ye twe na so obi hu se sa so twe de mempe bio mempe se me makoko me de makoko fa sa tije mu ntino boni ye na election mu de me fa me ho enko for se be ya the election mu no be ye asumtwe na a democracy a team because obi e japade pa ye wo ase ye be ja ye ma ani e kirima ani democracy because the Ghana development no ye guso ye pa ye kwenim but e be take some time. And to say making sure say about democracy no hupaya ye ma I want to so be ba be yo mo so mo de ama kodum pempen so be to say the America for akwa do ya democracy ne tintim na ekro no so ekosu yen so ba kodu hodache
beyond the more expected say police for ebeye no as a party more expectation be say the NDC as a political party so will render maybe an apology on behalf of Omo Vice Chairperson.
Obi, I think Senka ne kwan so no. Na we didn't come on station back so na media Mustafa Bande ya kan so Omo nya yanka as a party no. Nka ye twen my activity inter-party system be a bit to be the matter. So the entire are you the Uber driver? They say it involves various chairmen of the parties. And Nanka and no be a good way. And I'm so but I say a very good idea, Obi, because part of building a country and among yourself as brothers. The only difference between us is acquire NPP, so Ghana, Bekonimono, different from their NDC4 and so and you know the Anka but yeah, Nipa Ayeno, until the same Nipa Ayeno, on the face of it, a criminal conduct. It's a different conversation. Say, now the building of solidarity and peace, forging peace amongst the political parties, and also ya be a dance on Nantino, and when you bet me, or bet me apology, but apology, but in Abano, Yama and Brano so near to Manina, Bebois, Amasum, my democracy, per se, Tintimono, you to me, Enya.
Very well. Unia Mustafa Bande ewo ahomano. Mustafa otemenka. Hello. Hello Mustafa. Hello. Oh, too bad. Hello Mustafa Bande otemenka. Okay, and we are working the lines to see say or no na homano ebe to me aye, and then we take it from the Mustafa Bajo Otemenka. Good. And more colleagues in the NPP the petition Akwa Ghana Police Service on the conduct of more constituency communications officer Ibuakwa North and more national vice chairperson so for Zoka. But before say police for Beye Jumana or more expectation Kwanesanka by now as a party and come out abe condemn the mo party officers it seems say munye bibiasa aden
yo obi menda watida macha watie for nyina na macha menu am senra nyina mo de moni e de kire ye course by election ye commitment ne say nke bitimi akwa aba no nanka ne ye kasa ye tre a obi e din age bitimi a TV sa de no enne a ye pese MPP ni baby ankwan ko di bone NDC ni baby ankwan ko di bone na mom yina cooperative ye ma police for no timi ye o mojuma sa de ye sese wo mo ye ye declare election ya ba fi na sa we ya me frɛ no exceptional incident yi BSC between 2 or 3 category of senior persons, 2 national vice chairmen, 1 minority leader. I say, Anna, and I pay me general secretary Wabakra. The national chairman of Transia or that I can pronounce the answer Waba. Young Crown of the name, regional national the vice chairman, so far as Quebec Transit. Na ya bobo nanum, near Bisano said about a day and as I didn't see. Until say Yabayan San Obi, you agree, sir, and yet right, sir, young Tenano, we are conclude no issue statement for whom just for condemnation sake. That one doesn't resolve the problem. We want to get to the root cause. When Yabaya collectively in subsequent elections, the senior class will not engage in a thing like that. Because Ankaneno, Nanka party foot soldiers, party boys, na ye, ni abada police for Pama man for and media. That is not the story of NDC MPP. The story is that we have an issue regarding 3 senior persons. So we feel that when we have met and understood the issues, we ourselves are investigating all the pieces and pieces of what everybody is saying for us to come to a sound conclusion. 2, we feel also that we have inter-party UNISA. You better engage as 2 political parties because it involves our 2 national vice chairmen. You better resolve the issue with the but the MPP is blowing it out of proportion because they have nothing to say after the election. They want to shield or prevent a discussion into the effect of their losing that seat. So they must take all of us to discuss what is not relevant, what is not important, what will not inure to anything. Richard was just telling you, Richard was just telling you that so far Azoka was making this comment and preventing Amanfo from voting. That is not true. If you know that the intention was to prevent people from voting, why do you waste everybody's time writing a long, letter to IGP on an issue of a threat, what you call a threat? So what is here? So the MPP just want to distract the public. The MPP must always seek attention for themselves. Obi, Apenyoma case is at the center of a lot of conducts are afraid of unlawful. In his own constituency, our constituency vice chairman, what happened to him in the 2024 election? Apenyoma case, Ebo police in Yasum, what happened to that matter today as we speak? Apenyoma case, Emma and the soldiers, Ebo Waunian Santroni from GH1, Central Regional Correspondent. What has happened to the issue up to date? So let the MPP proceed with caution. Apenyoma case is a leader of minority. But if they want to tread on that caution, that part said, they want to, get all of us discussing, exceptional issues of incidents. Why did Apenyoma case with Justin Kodia enter into an NDC office to tear posters? Is that not provocative enough?
Yeah, but
is that not very unacceptable to our political culture?
Asafuah Miles has denied ever entering the NDC office. The vice chairman so far Zoka in that interview, time a journalist Busans or by who said Obiatiti posters be or said Dabi or by who posters be it's surprising you repeating the same.
I'm just saying that as Apenyoma case ever accepted it. That is why Obi, with respect, as an NDC as a party, we have changed our ways of doing things. We just don't issue letters to rumble the public. We will interrogate, we will investigate, we will listen to what everybody is saying. We come to an informed conclusion. If it is politically expedient, prudently wise, sir, let's extend a hand to the Honorable Apenyoma Miles to render an apology to him and to also assure him that those statements may not be statements that can be carried out. We will do so. If it is for us to extend same conversation to the National Vice Chairman of the MPP and also ensure that everybody is happy, we will do so in a more respectable manner. We will not be on the media to be debating an issue when the debate has not started yet.
When you look at our petition now, the claim and it's mo Ebuakwa North Constituency Communications Officer threatened 3 persons in Tinanabi, Anodompre, and Afenyo Markings. It really goes beyond. It goes beyond Afenyo Marking. Just to draw your attention to.
That's right.
So far, Zoka no ball Afenyo Marking and Kwedi, but the other guy mentioned the names of 3 persons. And then number 1, number 2. So say yes, now we can interparty, conversations. Ekoso. But even when you read the ADR Act now, it shows that there are some offenses especially those that border on crime. Untimi enye ADR on those offenses. And you agree with the NPP petitioning the IGP on this particular, because this is a threat on the life of individual. And the only way you doing so my petition.
You always say petitions have never solved problems in this country. We are trying to eschew political violence as a collective. This is the first time in the history of Ghana Yako election will be answered. And we are crying about name calling and threats. MPP should proceed with caution because under them, we have never had a by-election will be answered. And I will be uncritical. We have never had it. We have never had an election. MPP, when they had an opportunity and advantage, people died. People have been killed. Some cannot walk. Some cannot even see the day or light. out of political violence perpetuated by the MPP. But we in the NDC believe, sir, because we are in power, we need to take the conversation a little bit further so that collectively with the NDC and MPP, we can turn things around. So if you look at the by-election, we were engaging. In fact, when the incident occurred with the posters and everything, what myself and the national organizer of the NDC did was to reach out to the general secretary of the MPP. Wherever they were, we drove there just to ensure that everything was under control and that there was no escalation. When we got there, Honorable Apenyo Markins was there. You saw us with Nanabi. Yes. You saw us with Mustafa Salam and even Lloyd, who was a victim in the Ablokomanos election. All was to us to ensure that we come back home with a different story. So when we have had these pockets of exceptional issue, let the MPP not cry as if the world has come to an end. They have been hypocritical, and I would not have time to discuss these petitions that they are writing to disturb an IGP who have supervised election very peacefully. The police were there. These are exceptional cases involving vice chairman, involving some threats. We can deal with it. We can deal with it.
Yeah, but
you can agree, sir. Both political parties have improved on the situation and the story of incidents of by-elections. It has just gotten better. If it has gotten better, and that is the case, look, when we were in Winchi, that was the hottest area. No, BFP said you know, we were chatting. Any MPP boys, any boys now chatting. Apparently, we are the same family. MPP for we need when so own goal. Any announced results will be able to. These are exceptional minor cases that can be dealt with when we engage at the level of leadership to ensure that in future we can actually achieve zero incidents in political violence. They hereby to give us a break. They are not any better. When we want to read their history, they have inflicted pain, wounds, death on other people. We have decided to let that thing be a thing of the past.
Yeah, Mustafa, I agree you have an opinion, but a threat of death on the minority leader in parliament, the national organizer of the opposition party, and yet trivial issue. It cannot be a trivial issue.
I agree with you. That is what I'm saying, sir. Because of the gravity of the statement, which I have allegedly listened to. I've listened to, not allegedly, I've listened to. But as to the veracity of it and what led someone to say that, because they are party people, because it's a senior person at the center of it, it's important that we as a party, through the general secretary and party leadership, will investigate thoroughly what the issue is, at least give that individual the audience. Look, let me tell you, the general secretary and the national chairman do not ascribe to what will undermine the party's collective position. There was an incident in Tamale where a national vice chairman, allegedly assaulted a treasurer, regional treasurer. The party investigated, came to the conclusion that we need to take, actions against the individual involved, and we suspended the person. So why is MPP not giving us a fair opportunity as a party to sit, discuss the issue, look at it same way? That is why I assured you that should it be, or should there be the need to reach out to the other political party for us to engage at that level, the party will do so. But we should not be in a rush to occupy everybody with a discussion when we have not even gotten there. And I'm saying again that the MPP has a motive to distract all of us. They want to cover their shame of laziness with which they approach the Akwatia by-election. Poor strategy. They never had a plan. They were never interested in the election. They went to the election ground on Friday and expected to win. That is how far they are taking people for granted. That is what they want to shield. So therefore, press statements must be written to distract all of us. We will not join that conversation. But I'm saying also in conclusion that, yes, the statements may be grievous, but it demands investigation. Let the party have space to look at it, and then we'll revert to the appropriate redresses that will.
But at least because the two are not mutually exclusive, internal investigations are more, you can go ahead. But at least you would encourage the Ghana Police Service and so to investigate, based on the petition.
I have heard that the police in Akwatia have already opened an investigation into the issue.
Okay.
I was wondering why the MPP will conveniently sit in their headquarters, write a petition asking the IGP to look at it again when an investigation is already ongoing. But the question is that any threat on anybody constitutes a threat.
Yes.
If you threaten a student, it should be dealt with the alacrity that it deserves. If you threaten a farmer, it should be dealt with the alacrity that it deserves. It should not be the case that because it involves certain classes of people, we should give it a particular attention. And when it doesn't involve a certain class of people, it should be given a separate, category of attention. That should be what Obi, you yourself, myself, as a lawyer, we should fight and gag the public against.
Very well. Very well.
Meanwhile, there's no cause for alarm. These statements do not constitute. Azoka has never killed anybody. Azoka doesn't have a record of such level of crime. Azoka has never been engaged in any of those things. He's the national vice chairman. Chairman Mashoud Buga does not have a record of any of these crimes. So it's important that we preserve the credibility and sanctity of these two senior officers of the two political parties so that we don't end up destroying them when we have other better ways to address the issues.
Very well, Mustafa. Richard, minim say wasen babaka. Mustafa believes this whole petition here to shield a conversation around more poor strategy, the magnitude of more loss in Akwatia, the embarrassment that comes with it, and all of that. You know why fast the petition way Ababi room. Your reactions now for your fan common in area.
Yeah, Robbie, and then okay. Mustafa starting commonly, but I could reach the Binona area over here near the Yahan and Yakasam. I don't know, yeah, Bipana, and yeah, I dare a change. Or no, because I am fast here the petition, Abakata, Yabaswa. Now, on one case, I confirm Akwatia district commander a B investigation. So, idea who he has a better commander or ye move. Again, I see, and yet, and then the air Hane and Yashi will be a trebi, the B2 beer. Ebia, said you, and yet, threat that. So far as okay, Abdul Wahab or Muma, maybe I know more and you're more bibi. But bibi somebody be see and then you can only care. Osha wine and the emphasis me and Sandico. It's a 7 hour and I have some test yet. Mustafa to be at a Jubilee House or Akazo when you send your to a body and interparty, interparty, you need a reasonable. Obi. So I said, we get the court. Now, police department from near the court, they are so far as Okaso, Enya Abdul Hawaswa. There is a lingering matter of bad blood, which is a political issue we can address. Ebia, say, China Sui or Chinebi, Masaudu Eshianoa, Orono and Komodiebang and the Bowo Mutem. That one, the inter-party relationship or dialogue can resolve that. But the party now is legal, you're not law then yet. And the Mustafa Unya is so hard in the and I am DP. Yeah, you're quite election. You're all kind of, I'm not sure that all call up with your normal campaign by NDC and I say, or monitor your campaign. Yeah, would you say, yeah, I'm going to be lazy that they the election, I call a difference that will go 3,000. And I know more, it's intimidating for and a mark 10 out about the Abano. Election will we there, will we? When I say, when I match will be no problem. But on the Obi, what your message now about the Koyanwa? And your message, a say, you buy 9 months, the promise will say a barber or a 24-hour economy. probably say most about a farmer center. I could hear largely, a farming community and mining community, by the farmer centers, I say, you know, the CB could hear for a young faso, and you know, the coin. Okay, Galam say, yeah, I get to say, I say, Yenshuni forest. Oman Panka so, Galam say, nearby, I could hear, I say, I could hear, a choir, waha, and say, they want to make a forward promise, say. Motor Banamaya, the development of Obi, Usha, the directive principles of state policy. This campaign of Mokoya is against it because you have a responsibility to ensure that you develop this country equally. Into no country equity was there, or man to Abama wa, development. That is an abuse of power. Who use power, who any threatening for one problem, I mean, the chefa, a one God that development will say, all the idea of mine one, the woman, the Sakasaki of Punya. I saw them out, but also one Trabama, development bow, completely on principle. But they know what the coin. Galam say, Galam say, Coco, yeah, campaign. Obi, Galamsey will be insecurity society. At the end, will be view state of emergency. Yen declare every Chabasedu Ketiaso a state of emergency required Omo Ebisano or a situation, state of emergency, Yan declared that. At a more opposition, they were supporting. Friends and organized labor said, you declare state of emergency. But another year, Omaba Bemono, Omasoman declare, and you know Mokokai, Omoka say, national organizer, could just simply say, President Mahama, all the operation also Galamsey side, get to go Jai coded message, almost Munkoso Galamsey, Beshana, Ebeka Moye. Ain't away no Mokoya campaign. And no way, and no nobody born who some and they say no Mokoya campaign. This is not a principal campaign. Most of the country say, O Mokoya, what will grow a man for me at Obama? Ah, Obi, we a lawyer. Evidence, Ubedi or Ubinchain under duress. I think to some extent it is not admissible in court.
It is not, yes.
And you know, over I could tell for answer I'm vote to under duress. They voted under duress. Because Obi one them play in Puntu. Now NDC, no less a person than the national chairman. Concession, MPP candidate in Ukraine, I am concession or no candidate to meet definition at the man Afufro. This was the campaign. So most of us cannot come and moralize to us and say, Omuga campaign, Diama, and Omo they did that. No Mukoya any Sheswa, Modokoshe, Akutia Fosso, Moso, Kumapemu, Mupenkoso, Ama Akuti, Motrabano. All man confer and known by say, campaign of Mapakoya, a treasure. Baby, it's an unprincipled political effort of Mokoya or one of the Omobini or Montandi, or Monkofwa. Part of the strategy said, they would have and the Bewinino, or Mapako Fum, into Yama and Brano, and Yomundi. That's what we're saying. The inter-party dialogue in India, Mustafa, any day we will have it. Said other lingering matters. But
before sending
breach of the law,
yes,
Emma and Brano and taking
that's fine. Before sending petition to IGP, you know, were you in the known? Say, Akwetia District Police Command now ask investigations as here that.
Debbie, Obi, so petition so we start here. When we say election. Just about 2 days after the election. What do you say?
Yes.
And we started immediately mobilizing for this. Okay. Now, whilst I was at the National Police National Headquarters, media phone Casano, and now that signal they say the Akutia phone, the commander of IBA investigation. It was good, and I'm not saying fine. The point we want to make with this, and then they say, this is a serious matter that requires a national attention to be able to make an example out of this individual so that once and for all, so we can put it where the authority is said, and they will investigate it. So we make a national example out of it. Now also we need the HLOB, and your petition I declare ya. Nka information you could say Assafuah investigating it won't have come up. So we are bringing the appropriate pressure and information to and attention to be brought to this matter. Now I serve as a national example. I bet deter future Assafuah workers will not dare to do that because yes, I Ghana for most of the casa okay, untenable. Now only rather say, that's right. This issue. Yes, several a proper example. Say Adiwe, Ghana politics, and Franco you be because but so. And no, and as a Mustafa, I saw support now the back. But it's the party you need there. I already said about a breba in another class. Now you see your montem. Okay. So far as so we are brothers. We are brothers. We are brothers. Have brotherliness, no embrace but no interparty, you know, to me as well. But the criminal aspect in there, they are running in.
Very well. My man, Sir Richard, Bibiani Bessa Babidin Comobio. Why? Mustafa Musti, finally, the Obekade. A chat to an affair, share into me and fan common in Revie. Hello?
Obi.
Hello, what's a minka?
Obi Beton Kapa.
Okay, maybe I told for chat to my.
Minya agrees with me, sir. There is no cause of alarm. Near one more, more academic exercise and for future reference in his own statement. And so to paint a picture, say, and the election was not peaceful, and the election was marred with violence, I am repeating, sir, this is the cleanest election ever organized, as far as by-election is concerned, in the history of our country. Under MPP's 8th year, all the by-elections we have had have recorded relative violence involving death of people. So we at this point would want to commend the police, commend the MPP themselves, their grassroots and themselves, and also commend our party people, including you, the media, who have raised this issue of trying to eschew political violence and all of that. We must praise ourselves instead of trying to mar the whole discussion as if there was something wrong. As for the promises and no promises, we will come on your network, and I'm telling Ahiagba that I'm inviting him. Let's come back to your show and finish this Galamsey conversation once and for all. Let him bring all the evidence he has. Let's come and sit on your show to prove to Ghanaians who have really hurt this country when it comes to Galamsey and who is making some efforts to save this country. We are not saying that it's a clean sheet. It's a gradual process. 8 months government, you are shouting as if we've been in power for 8 years. When you, your president, and your appointees were the ones behind mining without reclamation, that is the meaning of Galamsey. When you have allowed people to mine in water bodies, mine in forest reserves, without reforestating, without reclamation and restoring the lands. You want us to inherit that. Yetu about Yemua, not to Krona Motuno, Asiana. Yetu about Tia MPP, not Ensona, Woma Sano, no, Sansono, Asiana. I'm not saying, sir, MPP in Fongwana, yeah. Sadia, Adia, Enge. NDC phobic almost aswording, MPP phobic almost aswording. We, our government, President Mahama, is taking decisive effort to deal with it. Why are they on rooftop shouting at it? They are not the ones responsible. And it was to go and launch a responsible alternative scheme of mining. The NDC's warfare with small-scale miners, President Mahama's warfare with small-scale miners is to the effect that, yes, you will mine, but whether you like it or not, you will do it in the government's way, where you adhere to the protocols, you adhere to the rules, you adhere to the laws. under the MPP, it was free for all. Your license no forest. Not one mine in all the Let us go to the forest reserves where they have mined and see if one single company out of the 2,000 mining leases that they issue in the period of 8 years, let us go and see if there is proper reclamation. EPA under Nanado was not existing. Minerals Commission and small scale miners apply when they apply for EPA 1 year, the document is not coming. Now and you have the effrontery to sit on air to want to Akwatia by the Akoyan. That is Nanado's backyard. Did they show any evidence of community mining in that constituency? That is Nanado's backyard. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, when he got the opportunity to go to Akwatia, did he tout any developmental activity in Akwatia constituency, including Wenchi and Kusi, which is their stronghold? No. He rather went to be a soothsayer, telling the people who killed who. An irresponsible, excuse my language, an irresponsible political talk. That a person we have prepared to be a vice president, a person who wants to be a president, will go and make such a comment. That is what even increased our vote. So we will discuss the merit of the election. We will discuss the shamefulness of the MPP. We will discuss why they lost. We will discuss what it means to their party which today is moving as if it doesn't have a leader. Their party today is disorganized. Their party today doesn't have a form and shape. No strategy. They know nothing to the other. They don't have any basis to participate in the election. They've lost public confidence and public credibility, even to provide constructive, reasonable, meaningful criticisms to government, except trying to whitewash what they have done in the last 8 years. It will not wash. The records remain that they have fleed this country. They've destroyed this country. They actually robbed this country. Today we are discussing an issue involving Chief Justice cleanup. Opinion Markins was in the election trying to, draw in the executive, trying to say other things. It is simply because Onono is a proprietary beneficiary of everything that happened under the judiciary. I'm happy that the Council of State have invoked the constitutional merits imposed on them and have removed a woman who, in her turn, we didn't have justice in the courts. That you can go to court, the courts will close, but somebody else can go within 2 hours and get access to the court. Which kind of law says that? We have had people, females, who have been judges, who have been, chief justices in this country. Nobody is touting any of their record except under President Akufo-Addo and the real intentions. Look, Obi, Mame Sofia Kufu, has she not been a chief justice before?
Hold on. Before you come to Sophia Akufo, you've made so many points. Number one, we'll make a general comment say under the removed chief justice, no, Moenya justice bia ewo omei emu. Would that be a factually correct statement? When you know, say, under the same chief justice, the Court of Appeal, if free, Honorable Casey Latoforsen, from prosecution now the Attorney General then. A prosecution on behalf of the state, and you praised the court after the decision of the Court of Appeal. Why would you make comment? I will make it any. It was under the same.
Your friend is saying, "Boy, I think Google your friend saying,
Akroma
kwachi will be akoko. Near Bonnie, no Jatuwa. You go praise Akroma. Should we go and be praising the hawk because they have retrieved a chicken from the hawk's spree? No." And I'm saying that President Mahama is doing fidelity to the people of Ghana.
Very well.
President Mahama is helping this Ghana clean up itself.
Mustafa, my second point is 8 months into this administration, do you think the Ghana for person mote about the fight against Galamsey, any the Ewoki blaming the past administration for what they did, when we know, say, under this administration, there are elements of your party. It's on record. Say, Omonso Galamsey no ebi.
Galamsey is not a media issue. Galamsey is not press conference issue.
What is it?
Galamsey is a social security matter that demands a conceptualized idea of confronting it. When we sit on the media and we talk about Galamsey, it doesn't resolve it. And I'm saying that all political parties, including journalists, are involved in it. So we must go back to the people and discuss with the people. Let them understand their contribution to fighting the bandits. Let them also understand clearly what government framework is in dealing with the bandits.
I agree with that.
The police because of Nkrofo.
Hold on, I agree with that proposition. I mean, I've sat here and said, sir, one of the most effective ways, and they say communities as our DNA one who own the fight. I agree, but I disagree completely with the fact, sir. And yet, in opposition, you used the media to propagate the anti-Galamsey crusade against the last government. What has changed today?
We didn't propagate it. We actually gave you evidence.
Yeah, but now
senior government officials.
Yeah, but now media persons are also giving evidence on what's happening.
They were not just involved in mining. They were not adhering to the processes of mining.
It has not stopped now.
I'm saying that you have the evidence. I'm saying that under President Akufo-Addo, people mine in the forest reserves without reclamation. Akufo-Addo had a lands minister. Akufo-Addo had an environment minister. Akufo-Addo had an EPA. Akufo-Addo has a minerals commission. The whole and entire Jubilee House was mining. They were involved in mining. Mining is not a crime, but they were not doing the right things.
Yeah, but if they were not doing it right, it becomes illegal. So why are you not going after that?
No, so it doesn't just become illegal. We have inherited the social menace they have created, which affects the people. And we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. We have to deal with all of that. Under President Akufo-Addo, the people who were involved were the very people who are supposed to go chasing the small ones. Okay? And today, if we start arresting them, they will begin to make noise. Ahiyagba will be making noise that we are witch hunting people. So government took the initiative to want to deal with the problem first. The same people who were involved are sitting on the media and trying to lie to the public that it is the NDC people who have mined in the forest reserves in the last 8 years. Does that make sense to you?
Mustafa,
does that make sense to you? That because we have discussed and given you evidence, mention one single name in the presidency of President John Dramani Mahama who is involved in mining and not mining responsibly. Mention to me a single appointee of President Mahama who is involved in mining and not mining responsibly. Mention to me. But under President Akufo-Addo, the entire Jubilee House,
but then
his ministers,
which of the ministers?
Was a sin of crime as far as illegal mining is concerned.
Which of the ministers?
You want us to have that cover? I'm saying let's come to your studio with Richard Ahiyagba and conclude the illegal mining discussion. Let us prove to them that they are the evil of this country. They should keep quiet and give us a break whilst we solve the problem. It's too early to want to hold an 8-month-old government responsible and free an 8 years accomplished government that the entire machinery was engaged in. We can't do that. We can't approbate and reprobate. Let the MPP sit quietly and allow us to run this country. They failed. They have failed. They continue to fail. The party lacks strategy. The party lacks orderliness. The party is not able to sit down to determine their growth. They should give us a break. They are not attractive to the public. The public is not interested in the MPP today. Let them go and rebrand themselves and cure the spell that has been cast on them with corruption, with bad deeds, with fleecing the public, and killing people in this country through by-elections. At least we have had one by-election and nobody have died. They should thank us and thank the people of Ghana for it.
Mustafa Gbande, Sepapapo, Deputy General Secretary, Edema NDC, and he is in charge of operations, Deputy Director of Operations at the Jubilee House as well. You know, and Motesi and AD and Como, Ma Yemfa and ONC, Nayan Twaso, a few interviews more to go. Now, the discussion segment, no Abremo, and Anaya Champem Jantwa would be here. Dr. Bernard Okoboy would also be here. Now, after we deal with all the issues on our table. But Unim said, from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, whether you're starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we are here for your journey. Every goal deserves the chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We are here for your journey. Believe with us. In the Fidelity Bank, the same emfa in Cranchasemi and Tumunyina Monim say, emfa hone de woye say, o start o career, we school, we engineer, o start engineering career, we doctor, o start medical career, we lawyer, and now say be our warrior fina wo share family ase, wa share we juma kakra bi ase, wo pese juma no enyi, me chire business bi a wo ye, and I say wo plan wo dachi. Ni nyina no bank ebetimi aboa wo Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank. Ejuma sa bank ne bo Ghana ha no. Ese wani ensa wo kachre. Men Canada o de biara da. Omo ye ejuma pa. Sanso ena Kingdom Herbal Center so se ene se na ufri se ye kwa ye nko ye tete kwanchen he ya na no we are back with the bank. Kingdom Herbal Center. In Nura ya dia buy good jazz and okwa obenya biatono. Ese weni and so catch. In fact, so Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters at all. And then a support to immune system. Emma immune system near very, very strong. Says stress. Well, Juma we near very stressful. We hear Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters. Also suffer from arthritis, also suffer from hypertension, stroke, cholesterol, and wakoma. And shada enkuya me pacho Kingdom garlic capsules and garlic bitters and we here Kaiser Kingdom and a first company omode garlic bitters ne capsules ba Ghana. It's been over 15 years and omode say juma your Kingdom Jensen power capsules and so na MMA drew ma ugina on nice to me boy juma brutal tremendous capsules and so ye ma edrisisi o kama e ma we obasima open no bi atwa oko Kimberley Avenue Okaichi Drug Lane 0559 761 144 Kingdom no challenger mame from unko Savannah region. Now, Unim said there is a major humanitarian crisis in Savannah region. Yen reporter Isaac Noja Isaac, good afternoon.
Good evening, Minya.
Hey, evening, 4:51. Sorry, Fachano. Bibi aboko there.
Bako.
Na any figures are yet. In fact, the Interior Minister confirmed it's a Ghana for a free Savannah region, a Janeko, Cote d'Ivoire, and Burkina Faso, no. In excess of 14,000 or more are displaced from official NADMO figures. About 48,000.
Okay, there. In terms of no, because more yes, me register solar cab no money na ask every 200 to 48,005 displaced people are moving some solar camp. And now, almost more Cote d'Ivoire. Your call official figure with the money 14,000. 14,000.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Now, and no, regional minister call and I think I need drop it about 13,000. Well, which is fair. Nipa bi account the Cote d'Ivoire echo different locations because and Russia Nipa call solar cam no. Because whom them mabako or na catch say of Togo cam eba solar cam because condition of living no and yakra the omada de na meji now no there will be a solar cam and no check to ma so on the omunya net our mutim Diana kakra so and I call to Cote d'Ivoire or so how na won't your call or your call na Ghana there free out to your call so I'm pass there the remaining 13,000 more Côte d'Ivoire no Congri no and pass on attaining refugee status our most wa o mo pejo betima area esa Ghana ebe sure say your moduma.
Okay, in this 13,000 or 14,000 no Côte d'Ivoire nkwa
Côte d'Ivoire kwa na uko wonchin ina tetima get this evening menya information no my cross check him o mo pagi ba ko ho no o mo se o ho no to o medru 2,000 to 3,000 wonchin ina tetima o mo wo ho ina ho no kura omo nye any kind of intervention ekofa diani ana bibi ombeda wonchi tetima ye katanu.
Wow. Enti na Burkina Faso nso ebi akoho
oho de yentini kire na de mitna kafa onu se o se Burkina Faso no oho na brifo no omo free ena mewu no omo so free ena lobby for na free Côte d'Ivoire. Now, Munya two tribes and a forming lobby. No, brief for and a mere no. Or we had two clans. We a clan, we be a clan. And a lobby in a yet tribe. So, Mummy, no, other clan do one we yet tribe back home. Now, lobby no, free Côte d'Ivoire. And a brief for me, no. Hit look at yourself, Burkina Faso.
Okay.
Now, almost na Ghana more than 19 years. Share. So let's not about Munina for dance and for the current generation, more Ghana.
Okay, into Omua Janeno, yes, brefo for no.
Omunina Kabomo.
Omuni lobby for Nina Janeno.
Omunina, because other faction, no, Omun, we group and now we lobby Omunia.
Wow, you be say oh, okay. Okay. Enti from the year tete said you can one kasa Côte d'Ivoire hono ko hobby.
Me ko hobby pa.
Na uko na because of course said you can omachi every Burkina and Côte d'Ivoire but sisi ane de omo ye Ghana for they are there now in Côte d'Ivoire as refugees, right?
Yes. And legitimate Ghanaians.
Sure. And Mr. Tafo says a woodie, I will bet Marco YouTube, Assafuah 92.7FM, wako share videos nibi, a Ketsi Joy News, a videos yensa aka oko share camps and it's camp now I say about green tent bino. Oh, tent green bino no ya hefa.
Hey Ghana ha sola.
Where sola?
Takam no ndalmuna di baye.
Okay.
And a pita no so Ghana Red Cross.
And a Ghana Red Cross. In the way, omu aye displaced, 48,000 aye displaced. They been a dead on one.
Omuna wo Ghana ha.
Okay.
Na me picture that work with the crash now. Udru ha. Ye will open pavilion modi daycare na primary school.
Okay.
Edema school for no. Now mo dikan call na school no that not school ni dey.
Okay.
Sa opi pavilion na obede mo nipa no doso nkora ne bema nkora ne mba omuna doso e no hoso bema no so doso sin omo Ghana ha no.
Oh, okay.
So no omo nyema nyina so mo nyina da abonten nyema na
omo nyema ne nipa ne nyina agu abonten.
So yakọ no omo DC akach the regional minister was Savannah we say Omanya the dia mo peso omoko areje ma omoko de ho oho ni mo me ye fe nka munya kwan e de mo ko ho a oho ni ye fe pa e ye tight ni na e na mo defense wall na the latest second goal you know yeko mu ye no still omuda se da bontin omo fa mo ko bi am so mo fa no ko no
that is
na ho so no onya duru ho a penyifo mo ya call ana receive call they are restricted munina
and the
no menya dinu ema munye ma no munye ma no omunya enna bisa Johnny Bagana
and you are saying say close to 13,000 people ne Johnny Côte d'Ivoire munina da abonten
14,000 munya kwa Coco was first, you call woman.
Yes.
Say video evidence. Omuna Bontina Moda.
Oh.
Bakuno free hot to a Johnny Bagano. Or not catch them say. Shall Omut Mida and a joke 10, 11, 12. No more to say Koran. Soon, dear Yana, now couldn't know. Because in Tom I want to do a more and Yagro. And I see the new hostel and your papa. So, typical refugee experience straight to Cote d'Ivoire.
And also Ghana for us 7 years can we a Ghana for
Papa.
And close to 14,000 that bontin or Cote d'Ivoire man. And Tonto Marian Kola maybe woo.
Yes.
Hey.
Not only the bit.
Dabio.
As them can be a down ever to Solana says. Sakro mo jono eba the food production, provisions, source of employment, commercial activities. Omuna so no. Na de no mo nyina edawurem omako. Ena headers no matter headers no. Omo for mo kettle ewura wonu nyina. This is the time omotumi harvest by ire. Now so omuni ho. By your money ho. I brought the Brea Modono. And if I backward to my door, say 500 acres, 300 acres, 200 acres. Me now more than I.
It's not just a com crab to me assign Abba in Yadiano, right?
When you danger before indigenous Amakasa whom we are. When you not come up, you almost have more, almost have bra here. To supply the system. And yes, a combo nipa our baller and a solar district.
Wow. Enti base oba solar hona and tokwana nkasa de eguso like nipa kumkum ni ad neguso anase security for netimia bringing your man under control.
We the police for na to Japan wo da ohono. Omo abombo de pa. For the past 3 days, Yantise, Umabo, Obitua now, Umoku, Obi, I was Solatana Kaba district. You say, Omo John Semana Basana, Oma Alpha, peace, and that dialogue at the judgment. Because, Osha, Omo, that's the work room. Don't want me that Yamba. And I'm Koran. And also, Omo na Yabema. Yanti, and I who say, Omoku, Oba, and Akora Bako. I fast up from the way from the beginning, a bit dream.
Wow. And see, not just say, the claim say most of the communities a war district are now completely deserted. Oba, Uhundi Pabia or no crack. And
the correct. Baby are growing, baby are some state,
yes.
Because we need 2 separate days. Now, baby are young who say, Nipa or Honor, Benili Palace. And he feel her, or Honor, you say police for say 9 hours. Now, it is almost now, that's almost die. Mother said, me said it kind. Emma Batola. Omunya 2 months to Anna. The Baboni no much fairly ever far Jatum or him here. And also, on Hokwana here, the whole breed. That or him here na share. And now, Oko Calaba almost a door or doors for her. Or when I am there, store, Casset, Nesta. Omutua Bodan. FBA as a Sunday morning now go about most final. Apart from these 2 areas, no, the 2 main areas of the complaint, no, Benyiri and a Calbano, everything is intact. And also, do you want to be a beautiful a Janista, Janajanemano, Obiscuit Mass, or Jamusa, be a squad, I guess, on million and idea. That was a Jasso, Munina, Janet Tomokon.
Wow. But you think, sir, the area is now calm, say, or more a jane corny or more displaced within the district. No matter me, I say, I call Mufie and any safe, sir.
Well, yeah, well, many police and security experts.
From what you have seen,
like I say, we wait to make our uncle. Now, they are going to catch on the chair. The suspicion and mistrust level, no, Nipa will join fire, no.
yes.
And yeah, dear, especially Bemano, on the Sabbath, yeah. So, me bakra, one of fa, Monyama, farm program,
yes.
On the have a TV, on the Sako, Bemano. Now, the story dinner, yeah, investigation, Mbano, the brave Taba, ever share, I don't know, Mudono. Mutmash and Yaman, yeah, no more have a say at the call. Because one thing and teaching man says, and yeah, the omnibus budget, yeah. And almost a more could run. The brave father have a someone named This so, yet you believe, say, who's their quino, volcano, a free being in Calba, and a volcano, and cheddar what they bring. Be a bang airbook and a could have won. So, not surprised. Make it say, no banana reducing echo 30,000 because he must be hawk or Bosnia and now echo dance at Ghana.
Yes.
Yes. Or more better Barcelona or more dorsal. The brain because Omoko near boat disaster no accident no. And yeah, the better fat, Sai River Naba. It's almost fast cook street baller and a baller tonight. Small thing that's war because a honor according alternative area of attack because now war before from war Omunim and Obian chair at Oquano and will be you and a Kalba a war Stolatona Kaba district. So as I was this district no. Omunim say back border district. Now tell no Muslim say Omwa the other part of you say so love will be I join no. And I say okay, there's some more than here munia for border. And so attack no the day told no the brave free border. Yeah.
And who stories about Côte d'Ivoire said Côte d'Ivoire authorities need a donation with them refugees na alcohol. I mean him say when we saw pictures na as on my share buckets be ne maybe the American. Have you seen those pictures?
Ampa me yeah. And the quote omoye sa donation no. Because yes Thursday no. Omusho bote omeshe asama refugees no.
Yes.
Now, one time I call until Enra Omunian and never name by it.
There who pictures Nimune.
And Americano. So, Yako Omoka say, the Gala authority say, Omesha Nama Omwanya comfortable condition.
Yes.
Now, you can say maybe 2-3 days, never. Now, so. Stand by it's about after 4 or 5 days. Anything I be journey through hono. Then man I make us Jacobono or catch them say feeding number 1. Dear some amamo. Secondly, be omega sem. And also who need freedom myself with my call. Who will be kata and I will be free now after. These 3 main things, these 3 limitations, no. And at Nima, the 1,000 people are almost free. And Mammy comes to say, this year I was Ghana.
Yes.
Solano.
Yes.
And then the prior carefully Ghana Red Cross Society. Nipeni are open Muni, Mohamed Mela. Eka say, not from 48,005, no?
Yes.
And reduced it drastically to 1,013. So there are about 46,000
displaced people.
500, no?
Yes.
As for the 6,700, no?
Yes.
That's
the $1 million question.
Good. Now, we look at you, almost our Komukrum and Yanukre. Because, hold cemetery. Then might be a new other service here, and so, or Taco within the week. And I come back. These two areas, please work like I say, a hotspot. A hotspot because all the stores, all houses, they do a dream. Then money now, or we decide who goes or who comes. No, or we in
wow.
And now, the people are going to say, Bushano, being a Nippon, or Nibia, Nikuna, and a bad and a year. Because Mammy Bia, yet your Koguna war, Sola Camno. Between the ages of 45 and 50. Or can say, or Nick Jinahua, almost the other fashion, ever subsequently. I couldn't before or no name in Kora Nieta. And the police report of far and in Koran at the back of the camp. So, some way.
Yeah.
And that's him.
That's
so because the British are Komufia. You cannot more evidence say I'm part all the 46,000 people almost are Komukurum and now Mufi. You can only evidence to show.
Assafuah FM.
And that's him no.
Yeah, that's the big issue. And for more Muti and over donation now Ivory Coast authorities Eyedema your friend is refugees now. And on phone na eda YouTube live stream to say bucket ne kete ene ade na omutimi edema Ghanaian refugees na ewo nti it's a sad spectacle from what we are seeing. Any reporter correspondent or the it doesn't look good. Nti but mu free Cote d'Ivoire about the last time da ben. Hello?
Okay.
Is it move free Cote d'Ivoire about the last time you had been?
Yeah, yes, we hold escapes. And then I have 5 days.
And then I have 5 days.
No, that be 6 days.
Okay. But who will be
1 week in a motor coin. Me, them in me could be. Second coming going. But
who will be or more information as to what's happening?
Yes.
It almost say,
Ghana for the journey buying. And I could have take the phone so the journey mammo. First, not first, no, say first, no. Omun name the Omuntimi every sense to the got Now, I say, Omadi Bisha had the mammo. This is a confirmation of people know who say, could you go for no?
Yeah, I bet you buckets near the no. Yeah, but even say 14,000 people, they are not, so a bucket where they say so crowd.
No, this time, no. Nobody 13,000.
Yeah, 13,000.
Pay 1,000 kura, not robbers, no extra.
It's true. That's true. About 5 days after, no. Oh, on call for one, are they still telling you so much? That's what that one thing.
Yeah, that's that one thing. About no more.
Oh,
they have not relocated them into the baby. Almost say, because Ohana ye Gurumpa, I saw Omodoho. Now ye grass, the fresh grass, no, everywhere Motina.
Oh, now
Ivorian hook the place.
Ivorian government, so just say, Oma Mafia, ye pow. Now we na Omuntimin that day.
That you, and your Mafia Femo. Oh, say, Fina, I send the two be no,
yeah, immediately, no, sure.
Oh, Bobo, Hona, yeah, or Honey, Momo. Now, the grass, no, say, move to me who create spray what. Now, Mamma could know what. Tom no, about Mopa. Any bit now, Peter Mushi, the whole year.
And some of you are
I want to drink Corano. And I think for no. And I yet water man to be a more home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for those for her and I Coranto a majority.
Oh. It not just say Bassa in Sio Cray, Tony, are they on with them?
Over there. makoshia mami bi ewo solar camera wawo friends and twins na no catch them say why operation medicine 441 na mo yin korana na mo catch them say 2 weeks time and 3 weeks time eso ba review 2 weeks time na to kora shot here ontimi nante tinakro but mat na say on feed korana ontimi nante. So when I came across her okana sense them and I need attend comment to your phone omoya Ghana Health Service mo work am omoya there omo try ya pa amena ko da solar to Nakaba district hospital so say ayeka na oni korani ni no mo nyina wo ho onu kwa won kora bako 11 so the papa mu mu ware na mi no na bako ti 11 na 10 who say we no aha o me just wow. So population wise there omo
very well. Isaac Noja ma yena say BBNia just keep monitoring. You better Baba Beje report bio. Why? Yeah, that's the multimedia correspondent in the Savannah region, and Amoti CNNO AD and Komo Isaac Noja painting that very, very, very terrible picture of the humanitarian crisis a war the Savannah region, and the confirming numbers are already not more any Red Cross for the Atuja 48,000 people displaced. Close to 14,000 people have run to La Côte d'Ivoire as refugees, from the Solar Tunakaba district of the Savannah region. It's not looking good. I mean, say Omodaso Dabontain 5 days. Ewo Côte d'Ivoire 14,000 people. That's really terrible. Ama awo konkola muntuntumu wibi mankola ni bi wune adeno. It's not good. And I think there should be, fortunately for us, presidential staff and anaya janto abe cancer ewo hanti. Onua atiwede otiami oni masem kanos na wasumua. Nanaya janto a big woman. Inti what a report. I know said the minister in charge of the interior Abwa pro alcohol, but as far as the humanitarian crisis is concerned, it's not looking good. Dr. Okubo in Swabe Cancer. After this short break, you shall see Eddie and Komo. Stay with us, here.
Tie. Ene wiase mu, ye ntam sika chichiri de, elfa nkoto phone, na ye light bill nhweyen, water bill nhweyen, rent, ye nka ho asem, ene ti na EBA phones say, odi abrochira bagana. Ene udi wani chiemo ewo London, ebe sinko Lagos a amanfo kwaji phone, one time sika bebre, elfa nkoto, nemum, utia ne nkakra. EBA phone say, odi bia bagana. Ene ti say iPhone na wopa, efi iPhone X, eko the latest iPhone brand. Fweni chiemo ewo EBA phones na kwaje phone tia 40% down payment na fa phone ko collateral same bie no guarantor same bie no we no eye wo Ghana card and afi ashanse de atrese we ye adwuma keke we no sa wo pese wo tia no weekly and monthly e kwanda wo phones no ye real na plan no very simple kai hunu say EBA phones e wo iPhones any ho akade a wo ton wholesale price and afi so no wo repair iPhone type bia enti identity na disa wo twen for EBA phones I was 0597 342 168 and now 0597 042 990. Ubetumi anante abaye shop yawa Circle American Mall and afe Kumase Edum Ejekum Abronsai Kesino. Kai hunu say yawa Facebook and Instagram ewo EBA phones. EBA phones and accessories. Ewiasia yede EBA phones akesie. Nintiano nkete.
Semi sorry no pa. Kel Chaco toothpaste na me de twetwe me se. And mommy confidence. The money nyina.
Se wushia ama na me si fitai go so na me sre a. Eya wanwa me de Kel Chaco toothpaste. Ene twetwe me se. Oba de nipa e wo bidie mu no. Ene e dia ye Kel Chaco toothpaste. E boy se ho ban e free mowa e boy se mu tokro. E se ahye ene elumunka. Sure say amani Kel Chaco toothpaste so nie. Yeti center for.
Media magical Chaco toothpaste out too. Me shuna no pa na dwa me koda no. E ma me sinye fita. Confidence level kwaso entibinama na me si 32 ni na guso.
Enkane no ania maame no di bidie twetwe yense no asaya bebie mu bidie wo Kel Chaco toothpaste mu no MSC fita emana hoden ne sayi nka bia ma wonum yi hwam enunti mo amonom cafe wine any tobacco e kamo seso no abama mo Kel Chaco toothpaste sankofa yenchi
Kel happy smile.
FDA aje edwedi nka to ya to mo.
Hello.
Oh, it's a
Boko.
okay.
Hold on, my checking message in there. Yeah, Medi. Medi ABC game. Me 1,000 Ghana. Me let us 2 above. And Medi 5,000 Ghana cedis. Dial star 262 hash. Select 3 letters BR to say KBW and I say WIN. Na say boba bano. Na say wapani bibwa. What disika? Say ni na bombo dia. What disika kesi kra. Game way there. There is no loser because Utrano Wendy cry 10% cash back. Yet you want bema. That's what can't me. Girl, you cry much any. Obi trade this crab on sudre. ABC game. Easy to say ABC and Kratway NLA Ajatu. What characters platform also.
For bills are canny hubiamo. Bills set 2025 year. And it does so homo bia what you walk on the edge of my ear. Ain't if I when it's bills. Na beji loan na ubet media ya wow ejuma. Way alone don't come me. Wun yashio. Ye we hiane Ghana card. E na wun saka unsika. Na sa we obia we wow ejuma upesa utremu. Anasa we ejume nia. Uchi busumi aketria. And your bill set bray. Na beji loan na. Fabi BS Yawa collateral and asset deposit. We hear mubia. Ain't ya fade bills a will be a 1 year to maybe a ubetunya beji loan don't come in nubi. Nasa what's nefi na when yes can be dear. Hey wow. Ain't it for bills to say sia. It was 0596 920 833 and 0302 200 390. Now what's to near Yawo bills. Name HSA Kakrawo. Bank of Ghana and Sasha Bills Microcredit in Shishayase. Bills, financing your needs.
Football brewa huntie. Na sagoni die Ekosiisen. See phone so virtual football on onexbet.com.gh and our onexbet app so. Na use promo code FIFAGH25. Na fanya 300% bonus. Na compare 5,500 Ghana cedis. Onexbet football die. Ewa winchenda. Gamble here true. Inti chani wa shiri. Enye ma wana won di fake match. Gaming commission aje kratu yatu.
Etieha Colgate wobota yebi
se wobema yense nam enya apomodin na yense enya ahoodin
ani wo ku enenim na wo yensisemu
eye bibia eye adekese
Colgate about the amamremu abodiem yaban a wodi Colgate nyansa hunu abomu aye ebema yense nam apomodin ni yense ahoodin
na o Syrian catch.
So Colgate help our food for share and
what can you hear bekano
FDA aje edwedi krato yatu.
The luckiest luckies everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest everywhere for everyone, yeah. Money we define every day and night. Mama, Dada keep on hustling for the family. The luckiest down 712 hash. You can win some cash. You can be the the luckiest. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone. The luckiest. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone. Stars everyone to us. Luck is everywhere. Luck is everywhere. Oh, tell me how you feeling lucky. Because I'm feeling lucky. Because I'm feeling like the ultimate. That how we go win. If I win it, you win. You could be the luckiest.
One day, Anna, Max Buy per se, yes, Kabibri. Mr. How? Max Buy at the bundle offers a Casio Bientimin Tak Ebro. Buy 2 for less. But never told TCO washing machines and a kettle for only 5,530 Ghana cedis. Let's save you a cool 300 Ghana cedis. But over Infinix Smart TV and a smartwatch, 3,000 Ghana cedis per. A face of Sanka Techno Common 40 Pro and a smartwatch for only 3,170 cedis. Let's see a 250 Amunumuwa. Come Max Buy showroom and memo baby and I shop it online and www.maxbuy.com.gh. Frame 054-401-9552. Nebisa bundle promo no na jiweni kra. Max Buy, quality you trust, prices you love.
Fly Emirates to 5 destinations in the Chinese mainland: Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Hangzhou, and Shenzhen. Relax in comfort on board with our world-class hospitality. Explore up to 6,500 channels of entertainment and stay connected with free Wi-Fi. With daily flights from Accra to the Chinese mainland via Dubai, you can enjoy convenient travel that fits around your business schedule. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
This BB Niger season 10, no filters, no scripts, no holding back, cause it's 10 times the drama, 10 times the rivalry, 10 times the game. Pay your subscription today and catch all the drama, fights, and more in BB Niger season 10. Showing on DSTV channel 198 and GoTV channel 149. Watch the Sunday eviction shows live on Aquaba Magic, channel 150 on DSTV and channel 102 on GoTV.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You go.
Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen Assafuah 94.7 Asunyine tie. Oribo Ekosiisen Assafuah FM Ekosiisen
Asampa FM. Asampa FM. Oh, Asampa FM. Asampa FM. 94.7.
94.7 Assafuah FM. So in Ekosiisen dwumadi no wasogo so a utie no ma yenamu nyina asene ma makwaba 33 after 5 Dr. Bernardo Koboy ewa ha na ya chempem jantoa enso ewa ha ma mema wona kwaba na afei yemfa nkomo no enhyehyɛ so enne ensem egu apono so no edozo. But even before that, let me say a big happy birthday to Mr. Peter Mensah Onoma, who turns 89 years today, and Mrs. Esther Amuesi, also known as Esther Mensah Onoma, who also turns 82 years today. Best wishes, good health, to enjoy the fruits of your labor from the Mensah Onoma family across the globe. Going out to you. We're free Alfred Mensah Onoma na Ode Abreza. Mr. Peter Mensah Onoma, 89 years. Mrs. Esther Mensah Onoma, 82 years. Happy birthday to you both, and have a fantastic birthday. Ma memma impanyifo ya kwaba. Okay, Dr. Okoboy ni bedru kane. Doc, akwaba let us say
Council
bibi aboko de.
Nyame adom. Adom na edi enam. Me chia utifo nyina. And my sister na ya so. Say no. On chia no special because on wa ban mu. And say asemba na bibia. Esi free onipa obiara ni nipa e wa ban no nzi ezu die ni ti e bo hu ban e bo ne ho ban eti meni agi se ma hu no da nyame ase usu bo ejuma ba se bibia ye boko bi nyame adom nti once won ahondin aye koba no ye da sira ma no unze yeah, brothers now, omo frame no, may they so rest in peace. Ebi I started audit omo juma ni ye juma. Ebi omo qualify chain so me hu ene. Yes. Inti hu say obia se bi odi no hu ni. Yes ye hwe ni papa ya ebi odi weni. Ono kona woti asia. E so on kai za adom na kita o. Adom. Inti ena nyame so o se ono pe na yenti mi kwahye no. O se ono wa tra Esau akochusu Jacob. Na wo ye wa a wo be chere ndi ntia wa chusu Jacob. Enti umpa e bonu say or deal with you, or deal with you mercifully. Because say wanye merciful on here on di obi aka. Excuse.
I'll show mercy to who I want to show mercy.
Exactly. Enti de bia umpa e bonu say you fall in his favor and grace. Sure. Na wo to ope obi the wa bemu Mustafa Gbani grant to me. Say wo ko to sa grace no more. Mustafa do tu rara ni rara so auto grace no more. So we thank God for the gift of life. And omo ja we chin, you know, na my two kwan. So ma ba no we have to find ways to let them know I mean to reach out to them. Because bit say mutala say no e mini papa. In fact, obi aban we microphone ba ko mienu bi e wo mu a anka opposition ma o ye depressed o ka say o su nipa o mutala o mutala ba officer me sometimes ye ko opposition o hu me na me ni na good mood why are you like this? Remember you have a brother in government. So are you doubting me? I say no, I don't doubt. Obi tina sem na mirao mirao but bibia mo no sure. Nyami yenkesi no. Still no ye di asida na man.
That's fine. Nana ya chempem jantoa akwaba na pom te saying.
Ye di egu ni se wa wo hwa. Ghana.
Jubilee House boko there.
Bibia boko ye this is me kura me was short leave me ni PULC a multi-year tariff order from 2026 to 2030. Okay. So we are going through the process, sir. utilities no cra present proposals publish as the law says. And a meeting over some of the proposals near identity. Pro the whole country. A friend requirements and I used to be stakeholder meetings with key stakeholders. I will crew my best at a first stakeholder meeting on the 8th of September. That is Monday near Twaswa, area near Twaso, a public hearings. And you could see Ghana for the almost so tariffs now utilities need besides our tariff fee every 4 years.
Major
tariff review every 4 years and a utilities in the present or more investments or more O&M or more near mom the age rate of return nina be present amaye na inyina so ye tie wo mo na so asema ye wo no ya ka kire wo mo nti sese no oma alumi ama period say abanya alumi ama period for the period na ye sa program so bi nti ase am ye commissioner say for some time now been there as a commissioner. I'm back
commissioner for PURC.
For PURC.
That's why a board member.
Yes, I'm a board member, but the no fair commissioner.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. Akosia Konanzo original kwanja.
Akosia betne mu nyina kwanje.
Enti, no ya tempem jam to any ati ba ma manfo so hu say major tariff review no different from quarterly adjustment.
Yes, say two a friend is saying tariffs ye quarterly adjustment AF no automatic adjustment formula na ye major tariff review. Say quarterly they be a movement in certain parameters, inflation, price of crude oil, generation mix and any addition, but where they will go into details of the operations of the utilities. A hand ye be bisa almost 2022 ye musika say moka say mbesi dan wa ha moka say mbe say mo ye ya na samanye mo fuel requirements over the years and mo say spend sika no ni nyina mo your friend say more requirements anam here sesam de adwuma revenue requirements de mam eson ya na mutimi collecting ye